Good morning, all my creative friends out there. How are you guys doing today? I am going to give you a quick update of what I've done on the journal, and then we're going to start fast and furious on this box, okay? So I know some of these things you've seen. I think I showed you that last time. I think I made this last night, and I backed the little girl and the yeah, that thing, the tag with. I incorporated this bag. I cut the bottom off of it. I did this part, and I haven't done anything with the tag yet, but I got a little tag in there. And so that was that, and I don't think on this one I had anything else. I have one sheet out of there that I don't have glued down, so you didn't get to see that one. That'll be the next time. I think I had done this pocket, and I had done all of this. And you guys, I don't know that I showed you a close-up of this, but look what just doing a marker did for bringing that out. Because it was really kind of subdued. And I put that marker on there, and I think I'm going to put this burgundy. It's got a few of my dog's dog hairs on it, so I will be rolling that off. But I thought I had one more thing in here, but maybe not. No, I think that so far that is it. All right. But like I said, I think I actually have 2 pages out that I figured out, I just haven't glued. Okay, so here we go. Here is our box. Now had I cut this piece out and saved it, that would have been spectacular, but did I? No. I mean, I would have just had to cut that one down just a smidge. So I'm going to take this, and remember, I want it to fit snug. However, this craft text is not super thin, so I have to allow, and I know how I can do that. All right. I just want to see how much room 2 sides of this takes, and it's a good 1/8 of an inch. So, I gotta try and find a place to stick it. So, I am going to shorten this by that much. Pencil, please. So, I got that. And again, I want to shorten it by that 1/8 of an inch. I got that. Okay. All right, let's see. Stick this over here. Let me see if I can actually get to my cutter. All right. So first, I'm just going to cut off not yet. I'm just at a funny angle. There we go. And then we're going to do this. And that looks nice and straight. Okay, I believe that's done. All right. Good deal. Now, I know I had some pieces of this, and I have them I'm just wondering if it might be interesting to have this embossed part, because you're not going to like hide it completely, but if I have that embossed part on there, that might be pretty cool. Yeah. That might be pretty cool. All right. So I think first thing I'm going to do is get my Fabri-Tac. I'm going to glue this down. Whoa! I'm going to glue it right down where I want it. And I had treated the other side with the same inks that I had this treated with, so that will work out perfectly. And I'm going to get some of this center in there. Just going to leave that, and then I'm going to cut around it. Just going to use my scissors. Now, I'm going to show you some fun things to do with these little pieces if you have the craft text. Or, again, you can look up leather-like out of cardstock. It's still the same process. I explained that all to you in my video. So, going to do this just like we're wrapping a book. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I want to get Fabri-Tac out so it can start getting tacky, so it will hold on. And I am putting glue on the edge of the chipboard as well. Okay, we're just going to let that start getting tacky, and I'm going to play. Okay, let's do the long sides first. I'm going to push it. Yeah, that helped. I wasn't getting a tight enough pull on this side, so that kind of gave me that tight enough pull. We want this to be nice and tight. Okay, and then we're going to get this side down. Pull it around the edge. Ah! See, what using the Fabri-Tac does allow you a lot of extra time. Okay, so now I'm going to do my corners. And I think on this one I didn't leave exactly enough. But it will cover. It will cover it. Okay. All right. So now we're just going to pull these forward. All right. Okay. I did change the front end of my drawer, whichever one fits the snuggest. So I had just picked the wrong one. So now this is going to go on this drawer. And I'm going to make the stop right like that. All right. So what are we going to put here? It could use some more red in it, I think, or the aged mahogany. I will try and change that a little bit, but not right now. I think we need, excuse my reach, guys. Okay. I think we're looking for one of Tim Holtz's little doorknobs. Ooh, and I just happen to have one, and I want the old gold, I think. There we go. Aren't these fun? My husband found them and gave them to me. I'm like, oh, okay, I might be able to use them. I'm going to put these back up now. Okay. The only thing is, I think I'm going to stop you guys for a minute, because I think I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of more darkness to this. And I want to find something to put around this, I think. I don't know for sure. So, yeah, so I'm going to say, hold on, I'll be back in a sec. Hey guys, okay, so I chose the poinsettia that I have here. I don't know if I made this one or if it was made, so I couldn't tell you. But the screw was not long enough, so I dug out part of the hole where the screw goes, so that I'll have more of an end to screw in. See, now that's much better. So it's going to hold nicely. I love the flower. And now the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put some Fabri-Tac inside the hole, and it'll just help keep it from falling out. Try and get it to go down. There we go. And then we can pull up the flower again, but it will lay flat for storage and stuff like that, so it's perfect. And then I'm going to glue this. I do need to make sure, yeah, it's my front. Glue this onto my drawer. And then we're going to work on getting the display box bottom in the right place. Okay, and because I dug out the little bit of chipboard, now the screw is flush with everything else, so it's just that much more surface. Almost did it on the wrong side. It's that much more surface that is going to be on the drawer. Now I want to make sure that I have this going to fit in here just nicely. Yeah, okay. So at first I said I was going to disguise the box and have it hide, but then I thought, you'll never get into it because you're not going to be able to get to it from the back. You'll have to flip it to get into it. And I thought, well, that's not nice either. So there it is. I still have to mess around with it. I still don't have it as dark as I need to, but I can do that off camera. Right now, that is all I needed for that. Now, I am going to need, I'm going to put the drawer back in. I am going to need, on both sides of the drawer, I'm going to have to build a platform for my bottom to lie against, okay? But down, you know, this is too large. But it's going to lie down right at this base of this piece. Little bit up so it doesn't impede the drawer at all, but that's where that's going to sit. So, let's see, I have to figure out how deep I need this. So let me do this. And I'm going to turn it sideways. I don't know if you can see this or not. Well, you can, but I can't. So I'm going to make a mark. Let's see what I did here. Okay, now that I've got a dark enough mark, I'm going to put it back and see if that's given me enough room. Okay, I am going to cut just above that mark. So I'm going to get out my, let me put my lid on my glue if I can find it. Holy Hannah, here we go. All right, so I want two of these the same length, and this. So let me tell you what the measurements are once I cut it, because I am going to leave myself just a little bit more space than what I have there. So there we go. All right, so I'm going to need another one of these, and they are 4 1/8 by 1 1/16. So 4 1/8 by 1 1/16, or you know, you can do it just by 1, you can do it 1 1/8, whatever floats your boat, whatever blows up your skirt. I don't know. Oh, I do need 2 of these, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. So let's see. I am going to just use this as my there we go. And that looks good to me right there. There we go. Okay. Let's double check. Yes. Alrighty. Well, I don't need to put that away. Alright, so I've got each one of these. Make sure. Yeah, that's going to look good. Let's get this in here. And there we go. All right. Perfect. Perfecto. I am going to want those covered. Push the drawer. Oh, a little bit of the glue. Let's see if I can get that out of here. A little bit of the glue smushed. Yeah, I'll do that off camera, guys. Okay. Okay, so I need to cover these because you take the drawer out, you'll be able to see them. So I just need, here's a little scrap. Again, my other glue is out in the living room. So there's that one. And that one. Alrighty, I'm going to save that little piece. That one's out. Move this, get it centered. A little easier to do. Alright, fold, 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 fold. If you do that, it's a little easier for those of you who can't, can't really figure out exactly where to cut. Doing this helps you a little bit. Okay. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on all 4 of the sides and on the short side at the chipboard for my corners. I'll do one at a time. Okay, so we're going to flap that one over, flap that one over, this is just copy paper, so it's super simple, easy to do it. And I put my whole hand on that side, but there is surprisingly still glue left on there. As long as it gets covered on the one side, it doesn't matter. Does not matter. Let me go ahead and just I almost threw that away. That's a little small. I'll throw it away. Okay, so again, just a little bit here. Okay. Fold. And fold. Bring this around. Oopsie. There we go. Okay, so those are ready. Let's go ahead and glue these in place. They're just going to sit up right up against the existing wall. Okay. And I don't know if you can see, but there is still a space right there. Now, that may be taken up. I mean, not taken up. It won't be seen because it's going to be inside the drawer. But I didn't want to get it where I wasn't going to be able to get my back on. So we're just going to do the same thing with this one. My fingers just do not want to work today. Okay. There. I'll get into the funky position so you can see maybe what I'm doing. All right. So there is that, and I'm wondering, I probably wouldn't mind some support right along the bottom of this piece. But it has to be like 1/4 of an inch. So, not even, about 1/8 of an inch. So, what do I have that's straight, strong, and you can cut a piece 1/8 of an inch? Well, let's try this with Timmy. Actually, I probably better do it with this because the Timmy one makes it bend and everything, and I need it very, very straight. Okay, so I'm going to lay it down right where I want it. Voila! Perfect! Perfect! Oh, I gotta take a sip. I think I have finally gotten to the point where I am not, I want to try this and see how we're doing, that I'm not so thirsty. Dehydrated, that's the word I was looking for. Okay, so I'm going to put glue on this. Whew, but I am sweating in this room. I've got the door closed, but the air's on. And I'm just sweating. But I got all these lights on so you guys can try and see what I'm doing. I even brought in an extra one to try and get a little different angle, but it's not working very well. Because it just, I can't pull that one over anymore. Okay. Maybe if I put white underneath, that helps. So I'm putting this right at the lip, top lip of the drawer opening. How do I show you that? Right at the top lip. Okay, right here. See that bit of black? And that lines up perfectly with this piece and this piece that we just put in there. And I'm going to make sure that that dries before we go to the next step, which is placing our base. But we don't have to just sit here. We've got plenty of other things to do. So, I'm thinking I did not pull out that piece of chipboard I wanted. Of course not! Is that? No, that's not it. Of course not. Alright, let me grab one. coming, guys. I think I gotta get a new one to do the top. We're gonna do the top in 2 pieces because I want you, oh God, I hate when that's in there. Sorry, guys. We're gonna do the top in 2 pieces because I don't think these are, yeah. Because I want you to be able to, well, this isn't the top, but it's still the same width opening. I want you to be able to get down into this display box. If by chance something got jostled, I mean, it's all going to be glued down, but something might happen. Or if you want to add something yourself, you will be able to get into the display box. Okay. And I started to do the lights, the whole reason for the drawer. I started to do the lights, and there is no room for all of these huge lights. See, these are big. I mean, that's the size of my finger, the tip of, the end of my finger. So I'm going to try and find the ones that are just a string and a little bulb and, wire bulb. I know I have them. So that will be part of looky-loo. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and fix this up. Now, I've noticed that I'm a little wider, and some of this used book board, it gets a little, but we can deal with that. Okay, so first we're going to get this, the pencil. There we go. Yeah, right about there. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this whole thing. And then I'm hoping, no, I won't have enough with this piece. Is it this piece? Nope. Yeah, I'm going to have to get another piece out. I don't know, is this piece wide enough? No. No, it's not. Bah! Okay, let's get this cut. I know one thing. Get out of my way. Big Bertha. There we go. Little cleanup on aisle 5 here. Yes. I can't, oh, there it is. I was going to say I can't find the my Martha board, but I did. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. So. Oh, well, let's get the length. Alright, so this is going to go from stem, and it's going to fit in there nice and snug. That's wonderful. To here. And I'm going to bring it all the way to the end, just like I did on the bottom. So right here and right here. Okay. So let's hope when I put this down that it's nice and straight. And it's probably okay this way because I couldn't really see how far that was. Okay, not all the way through. Alrighty then. So there we go. That's what we need. I'm just going to pull this off. Alright. Now this, I want to try and make it look like it's a book page. But I don't know just how successful I was in making it look like it was a bunch of pages with, the gold rubbed off. So I'm just wondering See, the bottom is just this gold color. If I should just do the gold color on the top. I hope I have another piece of gold. Because I use that whole piece. Probably not. Probably not. Poodle head. Nope. Nope. No. Bummer. I don't have another piece. What can I use? What can I use? This is super pretty. I love it. Yeah, that's going to be super pretty. Super pretty. Alrighty. So now I'm sure this is dry, this piece here. So, is this the way it's going to go? And I have a nice little shelf for it to lay on. Do I want to put this in and then build it? I think so, because I think it will, I won't have the back on. But I'm going to go ahead and get this fixed up so you can see what I'm doing, and then that will be our video for the day. Okay, so I need this bottom piece. No, I need the top piece. Oh, which is somewhere. Holy Hannah, people. What did I do with it? What did I do with it? Not there. It's got to be over here somewhere. I just have so many little bits of papers to remind me to do something. I have my... I got to show you guys this. There's all my Christmas yummies. Oh, it's so much fun. But I do have to put that back up. But I'm going to put that over there for right now. Alright, I'll be back. Hey all my creative friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. If you're new, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so I have, we've done the display platform sides. That was on the previous video. And the display platform front, we've done that. The back of display is this. It's the same paper that I had put on the display. It's the same one. So you can see that Santa Claus in there. So it's the same one, but I'm just using this side, and I maneuvered the center of the page in the corner because I thought that would be kind of neat to darken that corner just a little bit, just to give it some depth. I don't know, you know, trying to think all the little things as I go along. Okay, so this is 4 3/4 by 5 7/8. However, you may have to, you know, use our new favorite tool and you know, because this is going against a lot of pieces and parts, and if you didn't get something just right, just square or whatever, you may have to change that a smidge. But again, our new best tool, the acrylic nail file bad boy, I used the bejeebies out of it because one side was a little bit longer than the other. And I cut one perfectly, and I mean, it was just like 1/16 of an inch. So I just sanded it down a little bit. We'll make that sucker work. So now I want to make the top. But the top, I want you to be able to get into the top. And so I want to be able to lay this down and I want the lid, oopsie, move that. I want the lid to fit right into place. So, let's see, can I see? I think I want it to fit into the space I have centered so that there's no one place. Unless you're looking up, you're not going to really see it. And of course, this top piece will be wrapped on both sides. But yeah, I want this to be able to just slide right in. I wonder, remember, things aren't actually always square. We try, but we're not perfect. So if it's not working one way well enough, then just flip it around and see if you can get it. See, now I can get that to work for me. So I'm going to take my pen, not that way, bring it around this way. Sorry I can't show you this, but if it's got to be in the middle and clearing both side walls. I forgot to close my bedroom door. So I made a line right here, and I'm going to center this within that line. So hold on just a second. My son just snuck up on me. Oh, my son had to leave, and he knows I like to get my hug before he goes. He's 33, but he's still my baby. He's the oldest boy. So, okay. So I did mark front because I thought towards the back they would see the pretty on the ceiling. One other thing before I glue this down, glad I thought of that. I am going to first cut right at this line. So let's get that done since it's chipboard. Thank goodness it's nice and straight. Okay. Alrighty. Now, I do want to get top and bottom covered, I'm hoping. See, pink and pink, yeah. So, pink and pink. You're going to place these right next to each other. Just right next to each other, because it's going to open backwards, and so that you're not stretching the paper, you're just bending the paper. So you can put them right next to each other. I'm going to go ahead and glue these down. Try and get that glue, and then glue this one down. And just butt them right up against each other, just like it was one solid piece. Okay, I'm going to flip this over. And I think since I used a Tim Holtz tab, I think I don't know if I really want to announce that. That moved just a little bit, so watch. that everything is nice and straight. Okay, so we can go ahead. Oh yeah, we're not going to have a problem getting this all covered. I just love this paper. It's so pretty. Okay. And then this. So this is the bottom. This is the top. All right. Okay. So now we can do our corners like we always do. Just gonna do that for right now. Because the excess of this will either get folded over or alright. There it is. Okay, I'm trying to make sure, yeah, I've got enough time. Let's see. What do I need to do next? Next, I need to put another one of those Tim Holtz the gold screw. There's one. Whoopsie. Okay. And that requires an 1/8 of an inch hole. See, it won't fit through all of the thicknesses, so I'm going to do it just right in here. I'm going to, wait a minute, let me fold this so I can try and figure out center. Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay. And kind of right up towards the top. Towards the front, but not too far. All right. That looks about good there. Let me get this. There. All right. Yeah, that's not bad. All right. So, gonna screw this on. I'm going to put a little bit of Fabri-Tac in here. You can kind of push it in there with your stylist or something. Do I want to dig through this really quickly though? Let's just take off just a little square. It's going to have to be a little wider than that, but I just want to dig out so that I have some place for that screw to go that will be a little more flush. Okay, that might be just enough. It's close enough to flush. I'm good. I'm happy with that. And then we're going to screw this on. Get it nice and tight, and then that glue will dry. Okay, now we're going to take this piece, and I have this as my front, and we're going to center it. No, now we're going to finish doing this. Come on, Lisa. doing this. That's why you should always watch my videos first. Before you do it. Or, you know, watch a segment and then do it. And then watch another segment and then do it. Now, one thing I didn't think of is right here. I'm going to have to cut a little piece off. There we go. I have to cut that little piece off. Oop. Or I would not be able to open it. Right? Okay. So I'm going to have to do the same with the other side. Let me go ahead and get my sides put in. Okay. And I'm going to do the sides next. And push this around. And push this around. Okay. So let's put a little bit of glue in the corners and get those worked around. And then we can put this down. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And, oh, for crying out loud. Okay, so that is going to be fine, and that is going to be fine. Okay, I cut out too much on that side, but it's going to get covered with this anyway, so not a big deal. I'm going to go ahead and fold this. Why not, right? Where'd I put my... Alright. Holy criminally. Oh, getting all miscombobulated. Oh, there you go, Sheila. I said it again. Alright, and I did crack the paper a little bit. This is, I believe, die cuts with a view, and the paper does crack a little bit, but it's a pretty paper, so I'm going to go ahead and bring this around. Let's put some glue back behind that, and then put some glue here, right here. Okay, so we have this come right across. I'm going to flip this over and burnish. This isn't my good, I don't want to damage my paper. This is not my good one. And then I'm just going to cut off the excess. Now you could measure this and get it just a little bit back behind that, but I don't think it's necessary. Nobody is going to see that really. And so I'm not, I mean, I'm going to ink it, so it'll be fine. Okay, but so here is your lid, okay? That's all there is to it. Let's go ahead and fold this one over. There we go. Now this one, I'm going to want to make sure I've got that pulled down. I'm going to pull this over, make sure everything's going to fit for us. Yes, it's all going to get covered beautifully. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue under here. Some across here, here, and here. There we go. Getting to be quite the mess. I have, okay, still doing it okie dokie. So let's pull this across. All right, and then we're going to cut. And I am angling my scissors a little bit, so I'm kind of getting it underneath. Just a smidge. Don't cut off your piece you just covered. Okay. So this will fit right like that. Okay, just like that. Of course, we will have structure strips to keep it in place. And it comes right to the end. Alrighty then. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so that's the top of your box. And once the structure strips are in and stuff, which is only going to be in the back part of the book, but you will be able to open this up and get down into the display box as if you feel like you need to. So now is where we're going to take our front and we're going to center it. And I thought at first, let me go ahead and put this away. I thought at first I would just take a small piece of double-sided tape and put it where I think it's going to be and see what I think. See how well it actually, and then if that's the spot, I'll make a mark. Okay, so it is fitting perfectly in between the two side walls. These two walls on this side, it fits right in between the two of those. That is wonderful. See, that went back a little bit too far. There we go. I don't know, can you see how nice and tight a fit it is? It's just great. It's great. And then if we take this, and I don't know if it'll actually stay or not. Now there's my display area. If I let go of it, it's going to all fall. But there's the display area and the box. I love it. And now I get to put all my goodies in there. That is the next one, guys. That is the next one, and it's probably going to be this weekend. But then we should be done. All right, guys, I will talk to you again. Thanks for your patience with me, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Be kind to each other, take care of each other, and I hope you make something you love. Bye for now.